瞄准射击，消灭者。全力射击，无憾之招。失败。
I will never forget that moment when the sun fell and the sky went black. We will not fade in times of betrayal and strife. The brave must take up the sword, even if we should fall into darkness. We will do what we must. Great knights of the realm never forsake their vows. I believe that every age has its heroes, and a new legend will be born.
Faith is our torch in a land shrouded by darkness. Devotion, our shield against heretics and sin. By the sword shall we bring justice, and forge a path through the night. And if our swords be not enough, let righteous flames bring light. Shall we uphold all honor? Brother knights, ride forth into battle! Our time is at hand!
进！一举两克，在此行矣。
Wow, finally, we are here, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, guys. Hello, everyone. How's it going? So, this is 13th of May, and very much thank you for joining us today. I see more than 100 people on Twitch. Welcome back. For whoever joined the streams previously, and thank you for being here, for all the people who come here for the first time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, guys, my name is Anton. This is Yannick. So we are from Booming Tech and Porous Interactive, which is actually the same thing. We are the team behind Conqueror's Blade. You may saw us previously, and we would like to just talk a little bit more today with you about the recent events with the publishing change in North America, Europe, and CIS regions, everything that was related to my games regions. And basically, we are today to talk with you about also our upcoming plans regarding the game development and how we are adjusting our strategy of developing the game and community management, marketing, and so on and so forth.
Exactly. We have quite a few topics ahead of us. The first thing that I want to introduce, or we want to introduce, is basically ourselves. So
The most boring part of this, yeah, sorry for this formality. We'll try to be very brief on this one.
And as you know, or as most of you know, this is the first time that we're directly interacting with who we would call our Western audiences, specifically North America, Europe, and some other parts of this world. And as the person responsible for that region, that's myself. Nice to meet everybody. I am Yannick. I am the official publishing director for the North American and European region. I am originally from Germany. Hallo alle zusammen aus Deutschland. But I live in San Francisco in the United States, land of the free, home of the brave.
I'm sorry for interrupting. Very, very urgent update. I think like we've got some issues with the microphone. So I would suggest to do the following. Yeah, guys, thanks a lot for pointing this out. We have an issue with Yannick's mic. Thank you for that. So let's share the mic for now. And I will try to fix the issue with our team regarding the microphone. Thank you guys for pointing it out.
Wouldn't be a live stream if something didn't go wrong, would it? So apologies for that. Once again, my name is Yannick. I'm the official publishing director, recently hired at Booming Tech and Porous Interactive. We're currently live streaming from Hangzhou in China. However, I am based in San Francisco in the United States on the West Coast. Originally, I am from Germany. I am from a very small town called Bad Lahr. In this case, herzlich willkommen auch an alle Deutschen unter uns. Ich weiß, die Zuschauer sind schon einige. Coming back to the English now. One of the things that I am most proud of is that I have a Steam library of about 500 games, which I probably haven't played about 50%.
Wait, you didn't tell me that you're going to add this part as some kind of achievement. I could add something else like that as well. Yeah, so we're gonna be having a challenge with the microphone today.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's do this one by one then. Yeah, guys, so my name is Anton. You may know me as Morgengrad. Probably we met each other previously a few times, and while Yannick is gonna be trying to fix the microphone, just a couple of words. I've been here with the team for like almost 4 years, working as a creative director, was involved in different fields of work around the company. And I'm a huge fan of RTS, Total War Conqueror's Blade, and all the stuff that is related to these tactical competitive games. So Yeah, so we're gonna play together, and today we wanted to cover a few points actually about other team members that we've got on our side, because we're gonna be working with the Western community as well, and Yannick, as the new publishing director for the Western markets, he's gonna be leading all the marketing and community efforts on that side. So actually, many of you asked us, what is Porous Interactive? And there is a certain amount of confusion what kind of company is that. So basically, Porous Interactive is just a part of Booming Tech. This is one of our marketing departments that we use for promoting Conqueror's Blade. But Booming Tech, actually a bigger company. We work on our own engine. We work on some technologies besides games. So we have more than 300 team members, and with Yannick also, we are building more and more international team. And you know that Conqueror's Blade has been kind of a project that's being built for many years, because it's quite a complex thing. It's been like more than 9 years that the team is working on that. And actually, the majority of our core team members, like coders, core designers, they've been in the company for more than 5 years. So there was a time for many mistakes to accumulate throughout the 5 years, and at the same time, we are really happy to have an opportunity to keep continuing growing this game with you.
Exactly, and one of the main topics of tonight's stream is obviously the publishing transition over from our friends at My Games over to us here at Poros/Booming Tech. So in this instance, we want to officially thank everybody who was involved on the My Games side for taking care of our community. But we got it from here, right? We are taking it on ourselves, and there is no more excuse from us to say that it is not our job.
Yeah.
It is now very much our job, and there's, you can obviously, it's the both of us as the faces and some other people, but we're going to be taking on a lot of the all of the communication with players, right? And one of the big parts of that is really giving you a feel of why we're doing things, right?
Yeah, we wanted to explain what is actually getting a little bit different, and we know that there is. We cannot give you some pompous, great promises, say that everything is going to be great, because this is a huge step for us to be publishing globally, because we had never done that. We also lack experience of publishing in the Western countries. Hopefully, with Yannick and new team members that are coming, we could improve that. And also, just to mention is that we are looking for more team members from all over the world. So you can find our accounts on different hiring websites. You can send emails to any team members if you like to working with us. We are just really looking for new talents, especially who know the game.
Exactly, and one of the reasons why we get up in the morning is because we strive to build the ultimate online medieval warfare universe for all of us together. We will deliver the most immersive and social experience for players of all backgrounds on absolutely epic scale, right? That means that we're going to look at different cultures and different types of content that we are trying to deliver better on, so that everybody who gets into the game as a new player feels right at home, that everybody who's already been a long-time player feels like there's something for everybody to latch onto, and that we are together in this, in building a long-term relationship as a community, as a developer, and as a publisher. And that brings us to the next point, where we're going to talk a little bit more about what specifically our team will be handling and how we're going to play into the entire mission. And our little vision statement here is that we are aiming to redefine our game by building an inclusive, community-focused approach where feedback and collaboration really drive product improvement and new experiences, which means in the end that obviously we still want everybody to shout from the rooftops what you want to have changed, right? We want you to be super active in our Discord, in our Reddits, in our socials, wherever you are. Don't hold back. We can take it. and vote up, vote down, whichever way you want to go. But we really want to encourage you to do this with us and to hold us accountable for the progress that we promise and that we then hopefully will also deliver on. So what specifically does that mean for us, and how are we going to get in touch with you? So we have a very active player community that engages with us on a daily basis. We also have a very active creator community, whether it's live streaming or YouTube or any other social channels. And we're really going to rely on those in order to collect feedback, in order to engage with you as a community, and to deliver that feedback in the form of tickets or discussions, or even like now our developers and our product teams are watching the stream, right? They're looking at the comments. We're going to have some follow-ups with that, and that's all going to be part of this new circle of life for this product.
Actually, I'm also looking through the comments, and some of them, guys, I'm reading your. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that. I'm reading your comments, and I a couple of times just almost cracked down. Tried not to smile because these are super hilarious, and I promised to address a few questions with Yannick today after the stream, because we're gonna have the question and answer session and we'll try to address the funny ones.
Exactly. And so just to give you a quick highlight of what a couple of key dates are that we're looking at with the transition timeline is we're currently obviously already at the developer stream on mid-May, May 13th. We have a test upcoming, which is going to test our latest and greatest server infrastructure. So if you want to participate in that, please do. We are looking for as many people as we can get. Really run it hot, make it hit its limits, so that we can go all prepared into the actual live global publishing start at the end of June. We will also have another developer stream at the end of May, where we are going to announce a product roadmap, some specific points in terms of things that we're working on, and in terms of the content for the next couple of months, just to reaffirm really that we are here for you, that we are listening, and that we are holding ourselves accountable for the progress that we promise, and then we will action on. And if we do not, please feel free to
destroy
us, flame us, give us some shit about it. That's totally fine. And then just before that, we're also working on a reorganization of our creator program, of all of our social media, and a lot of the community unification that is coming up at the end of the month. So please look out for that.
One small thing just to clarify, guys. It's about actually. By the director, I was told that it's okay. I'm clearly heard anyway, even like this.
Speak loud.
Yeah. So, guys, about the upcoming PTR test of the servers on 16, 17, we haven't announced it yet. It's in the plan and we are now arranging the smallest tweaks. So, there may be some delay of a few hours, but anyway, you're gonna receive a very soon announcement on the specific date. So you will be able to join this PTR, test the servers, also test all the account transferring stuff that's been going on since 9th of April. And unlike the first PTR, you are gonna be unlimited to join, so all the volunteers can join this thing, and we prepared lots of rewards for that. Yeah, this is actually pretty much that I wanted to specify.
Okay. Now, what does some of the specific things on what that means is that obviously we already talked about the servers, right? You're not going to experience the same kind of lag anymore, the same kind of rubber banding, the mixing of regions between EU and NA. We're also upgrading our cloud-based infrastructure, our AWS servers, with some more protections behind it so that everything is just a bit more stable and smooth. We're also approaching a new esports and tournament.
Which we're going to talk in a few moments.
Exactly. We'll have some more details around that, about some specific events that are upcoming that we're supporting, that are player-driven. And for our Western players, that specifically means that we have our Conqueror's Blade League that for the first time will be running officially in
the
our
Western regions.
In the Western regions. I know many of you have been jealously watching our Asian servers.
To be honest, guys, this is our huge fault that we didn't run the CBL stably enough in Asia in the recent years as well, in the recent seasons, and we are going to reestablish the whole Conqueror's Blade League on the global scale, and there are some announcements that we're going to make in the following weeks. So I know that it's been a while, but it's coming.
Exactly. And then last but not least, we already talked about some of it. We'll follow up with some more specifics on that. We'll have a roadmap for you. And we're going to follow up on some ways that you can actually give more feedback. But that brings us into some of the stuff that we have already worked on over the last couple of months, right? So obviously everybody has something to complain about. We hear you, we know this, but we're also laboring, toiling away behind the scenes. We're fixing tons of stuff. Obviously, CB is a big game, so there's always something else to fix. But just because we're busy yapping around at a stream doesn't mean that the rest of the company doesn't work.
Yeah, we are getting the easy stuff. Like only the talking heads. The real work is behind the curtains, guys.
Exactly.
But again, like we definitely could do much more, and we're aiming to not probably just to address the more important issues, what really means to players. This is our main priority.
Exactly. And so we know you guys have a lot of different concerns, but before we wanted to give you some much more specific things that we're working on, that we have requested by our community. So please take it away.
Yeah, guys, I think like it's really important to synchronize between ourselves and with you about like how we approach the decision making behind like what features we are working at every current stage. So like we receive lots of feedback on the Chinese mainland social media, on our Booming Tech servers, social media, also my games. And we have realized that we need to create a system how to prioritize what features can be addressed as soon as possible. And this is truly our fault of not being able to cover everything that we would want to because of like multiple reasons, sometimes like subjective, objective, sometimes it's on our wrong, misleading, misdoing. But we created a system being prepared to the global publishing that would assure that all this feedback that you bring to our social media is structured by the votes, by upvotes, by your reactions. Also, we compare it to the scheduling of the production. And our current strategy is not to try to create what we want from the game, what we sometimes unfortunately thought is the right direction, but switch our focus to player-driven development. So our nearest months of the development are mostly going to be addressing the issues that you guys brought, you voted for, and we were just trying to fix all these issues one by one. We have like a quite number of these. So this is like about the methodology of this. So like the first one, as you see, you know, like the old thing with the artillery when obstructed vision. We are solving this in a couple of weeks already. Don't worry about that. Also, one of the crazy UX features that players being asking for, it's about like readability of chats, like if you have allies or clan members in the chat, or if you want to see your party members on the battlefield colored in different color, adding colors. So one of our priorities at the moment is to address the UX optimization of like player experience, and we are adding the color distinguish for chats and for party members. Another thing, actually, guys, is that there is some slight difference between the My Games version and Booming version. Is about the, for example, like match announcers, voice announcers, like The Walk in the Park, First Blood. I know, guys, that some of you may never have experienced that because like there was an issue of some players complaining that the volume was too high. And we actually could fix that thing previously, and it's our bad that we didn't address it soon enough. So we're adding all the settings for the volume of different sources, so you can like set up units volume, hero voice volume, and any other stuff to optimize your experience. Another thing that I'm personally super excited about, to be honest, not only because like this is some feature that on my game server wasn't present previously. It's like the voice chat during matches. We're going to be adding that for sure. And again, like I had to say to my team that we're not going to leak anything. Don't promise anything, but we are working on improving this system and like making some steps forward in not maybe weeks. I cannot guarantee you that, but months. That the voice chat communication is going to be something really interesting all across the globe. And one of my favorite slides, actually, this phrase, like 1 million clicks to open all boxes. Again, like from the veteran player experience, like having all these sheets on your inventory, clicking all this stuff, opening prompts, closing, confirming. Sometimes, Yannick, it felt like you are just doing some Excel sheets and it's like you're working. It's a labor, it's not a game. So we have decided actually to put it like in a totally distinguished categories of fixes. So we will try to optimize all this waste timing stuff that was just destroying the time of players. So whatever was consuming your time. And regarding the heroes, guys, they're being like very well-known bugs all across the all platforms. Like for example, we are almost fixed the thing with the musket reloading, canceling. Also, there are things with the poleaxe, dual blade, scimitar, and dart ultimate abilities. When like even you got hit by them, someone interrupts your attacker, but you are still stun locked. You cannot move. So our goal is to optimize all these just unpleasant experiences for you. And here comes the third fix that it's almost done. It's regarding the dismounting attack of Q. Like if you are using it on some higher platform, it never calculates the damage properly. So we are fixing that. And the fun thing is actually, which is like from one side quite of terrifying, but from the other side it's super cool, is that we have like hundreds and hundreds things in our database, internal database, that we created workflow between like community teams, between the production, that all your suggestions, we know that it's going to take some time to address, but now we actually know that this is a clear roadmap for our production, like a huge chunk of the game development that is really important to the players. So our goal, our strategy is just to try to address the majority of things that is possible that you brought up. And our next steps are going to be communicating with you, adjusting the production, communication between you and the development team, and we're going to be reporting you with the roadmaps and with other things. But let's get to the fun part about the community work that Yannick is going to be leading also.
Exactly. So as we previously teased, that we will be taking on a lot of responsibility when it comes to tournaments, to esports, to CBL. Most specifically at this point, and more concretely, we have 2 player-organized leagues and tournaments that we are officially supporting, which is the Ariel Cup, which is just new and starts on May the 19th. And then also very soon to follow, we have the CB Rivals series that is also returning with our official support. That means everything is going to be a bit more professionalized. We're going to have a lot of rewards for everybody. We're going to be streaming some of it, and it's just going to be an all-around, hopefully fun experience for everybody involved for about 2 weeks. That's, I think, one of the more exciting parts about the community is that you guys already organize these things on your own, right? Now we're stepping in officially to make it part of the calendar and to really kind of pour rocket fuel on the whole thing to make it an unbelievable experience that we can over and over experience every season, and really kind of listen and watch in awe what our community puts together. And last but not least, we know you guys have a few questions, right? We have anticipated a few of those questions, and we've already seen quite a few of them in the chat. So I will have Anton take away some of those to talk about.
Yeah. The fun part is coming here. Like, yeah, guys. So, like we discussed with Yannick and with the other team members how many questions we're gonna address in our FAQ thing. We had like 30 questions. Then we decided, okay, we're gonna narrow down a little bit, then let you ask your questions after the session. So, like, one of the mostly asked questions is regarding exclusive leadership doctrines. And guys, we discussed that with the team, with the production, with all the stakeholders, and like we had different opinions, like, oh, what is going to be better for the long run of the game? What is going to be the best solution for our closed goals and stuff? But I believe that it was the decision made by the majority of team members that this thing actually should be your decision. Because however we look at this issue, we decided that if we really try to adjust to be like closer to your needs, to your demands, then such an important question actually should be given to you to decide. So we are planning to run a questionnaire, a survey, that's going to be distributed like through certain social media channels. We are also hoping to work closely with My Games to help us distribute this survey, where we want to ask you a few questions regarding doctrines. So your decision is going to be the leading part of this matter. Then another question that was quite oftenly asked is regarding the territory wars and whether there are going to be changes to their scheduling and time. So basically, there are two news. Like the first one is that the starting and ending time frames are not going to change drastically. But what we are hoping to do is we want to unify the time of territory wars length from 1 hour to 1 hour and a half, like it's in Booming Tech servers. So let us know what you think about that. And we wanted to actually bring like a few hot topics about the recent balance in the game, like units and stuff that's been going on like last month. But I know like there are tens and tens of questions regarding that. So what we can say in that regard is that we know that the PTR servers that we ran regularly in China mainland and in Booming Tech servers were not always executed in other regions. So our goal first to create the system when all the PTR before all the major balancing changes happen. You can experience those. You can actually give your feedback on that through the surveys. We're also going to monitor data through this PTR, see how it's adjusting the results of the units. We also are planning to be addressing the units and heroes balancing issues throughout the next few balancing patches throughout these weeks. So we're going to do an announcement regarding that. And another point is that all these changes, they are going to be first very clear and projected in all patches. So we're going to be absolutely transparent on that in that regard. Yes. So, actually, one thing that I wanted to mention, and we're going to return to the balancing issues also like throughout the Q&A session even more, because like there are lots of stuff to cover. We wanted to address one of the issues regarding the transfer of accounts. So basically, we made an announcement that Steam users who play My Games version on Steam, they do not need to go to Conqueror's Blade transfer.com, because technically it is so. You're going to be transferred automatically. You can continue playing on Steam. You only will need to give your like permission to transfer your data via Steam to us after 4th of June. But if you'd like to get some extra rewards, you can go to our Conqueror's Blade, transferconquerorsblade.com, and even if you're a Steam user, you can get some extra rewards for that. But it's absolutely optional for you. So, plenty of questions regarding the account transfer. We have like tens and tens of them. So you can just go by the link. It's our Discord channel's subchat, so you can see the wholesome FAQ over there. So, guys, just to wrap it up a little bit regarding what's going on, we are going to be publishing starting from June 5th officially. So the June 4th is going to be the unification of all channels, also content creator program, and stay tuned for the upcoming PTR announcement that is coming. I believe it's going to come tomorrow. So another point that I believe Yannick is very much invested to is the late May stream that we really hope you could also join and meet us again, because during that stream we want to update you on more clear goals regarding the road mapping of the game development, also like share some insights about what's been going on, and to give you more information regarding the whole process of publishing, transfer, and transitioning. So I believe like this was quite a rushy thing from us, but we could actually now answer some questions, and I'm going to go through the Twitch getting your questions, while Yannick, I believe, wants also to say a few words.
Yeah, so from my end, obviously I'm still new at the company. I have been playing CB a lot over the last couple of weeks, and I've played it a couple of years ago. This is not going to be an easy road for all of us. We're not going to make a 180 within a couple of days here. But I can assure you that we have the full trust and the full power imbued in us from our founder, from all the executives, including myself here at the company, to make sure that we get all the resources necessary to give you what you want, to give you what our priorities, in terms of priorities, make sense for the community, to give you a better sense of participation, right? Like obviously we can't have everything decided by the community, but we want to give you a very prominent hand in helping us figure out what is the most pressing issue. That includes balancing, that includes content, that includes bugs, and from small to large, right? Like any of those things are appreciated. We will have more community managers that engage with you. We are actively hiring on those ends. We are getting a new team of moderators. There are still some questions to be answered that we can't quite reveal today, right? But we are going to have very regular dev live streams or streams about CB in general that will, at that point, hopefully a little bit more fun, a little bit less information, just purely speaking at you guys. So we're gonna, lighten it up a little bit. From us, the marketing and product teams, we thank you for your dedication. We know plenty of you have played this game for thousands of hours. We know we got something unique, something special here, and we want to make sure that you feel that in every aspect of the game, and that we unify a global vision for what Conqueror's Blade will be in the next 3 to 6 months, and so that every new player and every old player that gets into the game gets a feel of what makes this game so special and why we get up in the morning to fix everything and to make sure that you got what you need.
Yeah, guys, but of course, the most importantly, that we are not so 100% confident that we're going to do everything absolutely correctly, because we make lots of mistakes.
Right? Not everything is going to go well.
So it's a huge challenge for us to be globally publishing and having all the responsibilities about the product. And guys, regarding some of the questions that we've noticed on Twitch, I just wanted to address a couple of them, if step by step going to be reading and answering to those. So one thing is regarding the hero runes in general, and hero runes, weapon runes, and armor runes, in particular to bandages and healing. So first of all, guys, we're going to be addressing some of the hero balancing issues through adding new hero runes throughout the next update. So to address these issues, and regarding the healing and bandages, one of the biggest consideration on our side is that we maybe will actually let this movement pattern from the rune when you are healing to be kept even without the rune. So to make it like a normal game mechanics. So this is why you didn't see this rune as it used to be previously. Another thing, guys, is actually a good question that also lots of feedback on Discord regarding old seasonal unit challenges, that they are outdated. For example, like Wrath of the Nomads, the season 1, Mongolian season. Like some of these challenges, like they need to optimize, as well as like the missions for the others. So this is also one of our closest priorities, and we provided you with the list of some features that we are working on, but we didn't want to spoil all the stuff that has been going on here, and this is why we need also like the stream on 25th to address more and more issues of that kind. Yeah. So also, guys, we know that there is a lot of questions regarding the current state of like crowd control immunity and the crowd control effects for the heroes and units. So this is also like a well-known controversy in our meta game that we are working to address, because like it's been there for quite a while. That's for sure. So. In the future also, guys, that we, in the following like 2-3 weeks, we are going to address some questions that you asked regarding like the game operation itself. Basically, you have concerns about like multiple things, like how we're going to operate social media, then how we going to address the localization issue in the game, or like whether it's going to be some differences in pricing between regions, or there's going to be like cross matchmaking between cross-continental territory wars or matchmaking and stuff. So these are very, very deep questions that we want to also like discuss with you, and we are going to be coming back to this in the our like nearest future communication points with Yannick and myself.
We can certainly say that we have a lot of improvement in the pipeline. We can't talk about everything specifically yet, because not all of the decisions have been made. But this just serves as a jumping off point between us going out for the first time, us introducing ourselves, and then we're going to take it from here and take the feedback that we got from today, from the last couple of weeks in this entire exchange, and us taking on the responsibility for those regions. And so we can't make everything come true in the next couple of weeks. This is going to be a journey of a few months at the very least, right? So we do ask for some patience. We do ask for a little bit of deference when it comes to our development pipeline. Some things might change, but we aim to hold ourselves accountable to the community as much as possible, which is why we're giving you permission to be mean to us if we don't.
Yeah, and Yannick, I think like you know this even better than many about the differences between like cultural consumption in games, like between different regions. Like for example, the RNG and loot boxes and all this stuff. And you guys, we know that there is like lots of conversation regarding that, and we are planning an event where you gonna be able to acquire really high-level attires without the need of playing with RNG or loot boxes. So this is going to be a close future event that is going to be launched on North American and European servers. So stay tuned to that.
So just catching up on some of the stuff here.
Yeah. And another question, guys, that you asked is regarding the future of South American and North American servers. So as you know, like currently there is like cross server matchmaking for South American and North American and European players. So we are on the point of introducing you our plans for that after June 5th. So again, like this is going to be something that we want to address during our stream on May 25th. Lots of questions, guys. I'm trying to catch up, and actually another stuff is regarding the RNG of units, doctrines, fusion, alchemy, and reforging equipment. We have a huge list of your concerns, so to say, about those. We actually analyzing how to approach resolving this thing, because like, if to be absolutely honest with you, like when we were designing these systems, we knew that those things are going to be interesting for like active players to have some goals in the game, but unfortunately it came back with the drawback of like increasing the gap between less active players and more active players. So we are working on the solutions in the future, how to step by step help the situation. Yeah, and also one of the popular questions throughout the years is how is that possible to give us at least more like doctrinal water? So guys, we know about this request, and we will try to address it throughout the upcoming updates. So give you at least a little bit more freedom in the future regarding how you can change the doctrines of your units. And it usually how we address that, we sometimes increase the drop rates of doctrinal water, reduce the limits, or we give you time-limited events when you can actually remove all the doctrines from your units throughout some like weekend or time and so on. And one of the cool suggestions that players also ask, like, okay, there is like before the beginning every season, just make it must, like remove all the doctrines. It should be for sure done forever. So there are many things. So overall, guys, I would suggest the following thing, to be honest, for today is all these questions that you are asking today, you can bring up to our Discord. We are creating a channel, special channel for you. It's going to be newly created channel on our Discord dedicated to this stream only. So you can go to our official stream in like 10 minutes. We're going to send you a small announcement on our Discord with the link to our Discord channel, where you can bring all the questions that you wanted to ask us today, but you didn't have a chance. So we're going to go through these questions throughout this week and prepare a short article maybe to address the things that we could answer or talk to you in this chat. So guys, I believe that for today, this is pretty much, at least from my side. Yannick, how do you feel for the wrapping up part?
Yeah, obviously we're gonna get some new mics set up for the next time. So sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Absolutely worked when we tested it. We know that there's a lot of unanswered questions around balancing, but those are highly specific and very intricate to answer in the overall economy of the game.
And lots of requests about mole. Like all the time when it comes to Western community, it's lots about mole.
Plus, everybody thinks different about these things, so of course we have a lot more to say about that in the next coming weeks. So we apologize if we didn't exactly answer all of your questions, but going into every single balance request is going to be absolutely impossible. And for the future, we will, we're listening, and we will bring up what is the most requested feature / balance request with our developers, and then actually present reasoning as to why we're doing something.
Yeah, guys, so make sure to copy and go to the link. I know that you cannot copy magically from the screen, but we tried to make sure that the link is going to be as short as possible. So type in, go to the Discord, and wait for our upcoming announcement regarding like a dedicated channel where we could continue our conversation for today.
Exactly. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Guys, really thank you. Thank you for all your patience with us. We know that we are far from being perfect with mics, with the game, with many other things. But we will try to do our best throughout these months. And I think like the most importantly that we will try to be closer with you in regard of how we develop the game based on your requests. So this is our goal for now. Hopefully we will not screw it over.
Exactly. I mean, we can already tell that there's something very specific that everybody wants in chat.
Yeah.
So we're going to get back to that as well. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. You will see us again in 2 weeks from now with more presentable stuff on the game, on the content. And if there's anything specific that you need, do let us know. And we'll try to take as much of it into the next stream as possible. So,
Yeah, guys, thank you very much, and hopefully we can give you even more information during the next stream. See ya. Bye
yes.
bye.
Have a good night. Well, I was going to say have a good night. It's a good night for us. Have a good day.
Many
good evening,
viewers are
good
actually in the
afternoon.
same time zone, so at least, yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much, guys.
See you guys. Bye.
We're looking forward to working with you. Bye bye.
forget that moment when the sun fell and the sky went black. We will not fade in times of betrayal and strife. The brave must take up the sword, even if we should fall into darkness. We will do what we must. Great knights of the realm never forsake their vows. I believe that every age has its heroes, and a new legend will be born.
Faith is our torch in a land shrouded by darkness. Devotion, our shield against heretics and sin. By the sword shall we bring justice and forge a path through the night. And if our swords be not enough, let righteous flames bring light. Brother knights, ride forth into battle! Our time is at hand!
I will never forget that moment. When the sun fell and the sky went black. We will not fade in times of betrayal and strife. The brave must take up the sword, even if we should fall into darkness. We will do what we must. Great knights of the realm never forsake their vows. I believe that every age has its heroes, and a new legend will be born.
Faith is our torch in a land shrouded by darkness. Devotion, our shield against heretics and sin. By the sword shall we bring justice and forge a path through the night. And if our swords be not enough, let righteous flames bring light. We uphold all honor. Brother knights, ride forth into battle.